guys from Matt King, and this is an iPhone 4S, probably the best phone up until about a week ago on the market you could buy. And today my new iPhone 5 has arrived, so we're going to unbox it and see what it looks like in comparison to the 4S. So here's the box. Looks like pretty much the standard iPhone fare, very well made. It says iPhone 5, a load of stuff about all the stuff that's in the phone on the back here. It's the 16 gig model because we're cheap. We like to go for the free options from Orange, or Everything Everywhere as they're now called. You've got iPhone 5 written on here, and Apple and Apple. The SIM is actually quite interesting. Probably the smallest SIM card I've ever seen. It's literally just the metal bit from a SIM card. It's called a nano SIM, I think, which is quite cool. So let's get this phone open, see what it's like. Try not to break it in the process. It's always exciting to opening up a brand new Apple product. There we go. See what it looks like. There it is. We just get it out of the package. We can compare it next to the iPhone 4S. As you can see, the screen is almost, I think it's exactly the same width, but you've got that extra bit of height on the top. You can see it's thinner. It's a couple of millimeters thinner. And overall, it doesn't look like the standard iPhone. If you've got someone to draw an iPhone, they wouldn't draw that. It does look a little bit out of shape, but then I suppose that's because we're used to this shape, which has been the same pretty much since the beginning. You just flip them over, and there you see the main difference. There is the anodized aluminium back, whereas on the standard iPhone it's a perspex finish, which actually really does give it quite a high-end feel. It's got the new 8 megapixel camera in there at the top, whereas the outgoing model has a 5 megapixel camera, I believe, which is good, but not as good as this. Right, so let's take the protective seal off the back. There's one on the back and one on the front rather than the standard all-around wrap. And I think the most significant change on the iPhone, which everyone's talking about, is this new connection. It's the new Lightning connector there, which is double-sided and compares with the previous generation model, which everyone knows as the iPod connector. As you can see, also the 3.5mm headphone jack is now on the bottom of the phone as opposed to on the top on the 4S. Right, so we'll investigate the rest of the box, because obviously we need to get the SIM tool out so that we can actually get it working, which is here. It is actually slightly changed, it seems, from the 4S tool. It's slightly thicker, but that's not very interesting at all. They had another really significant change that they've got is the new headphones. As you can see, they've got a very strange design at first glance compared to the outgoing model. Much bigger volume up and down on the wire as well. Let's see if I can open these up. Sealed, presumably. Yes. We can take a close-up look at one of the headphones. Of course, it's going to be some. There we go. You can see, it looks a bit like a alien's helmet. Looks very strange, but apparently they've been working for years and spent millions of dollars designing this particular headphone. But we'll be reporting back on the quality of those later. Let's get the SIM card in the phone and see if it works. So all there is really now to test the iPhone 5 is to actually just turn it on, which I'll do now. I'll see how long it takes. There's obviously the brand new iOS 6, which you can get on your iPhone 4S, 4 or 3GS still, but you've got a much faster chip in this iPhone 5 apparently. Let's see how the screen handles. Get essentially the same resolution on one of these iPhones as you would on a laptop from about 5 years ago, which is quite amazing, really. There we go. And it looks just like an iPhone.